Hello, sports fans and baseball fans and Strat-O-Matic baseball fans. Today I'm going to give you a nearly 1/4 of the way through look at my Elmwood Strat-O-Matic Baseball League, the one where we make our CM files, we send it to the commissioner, or we actually push it to the cloud, and the commissioner pulls them down and then plays the games 1 week at a time. So we're going to take a look at where my Providence Grays are, and we're going to take a look at some of the other more notable teams that are doing well in the league. So let's get on with that. Go up here to league statistics, league stats. So here is how all of the teams are doing so far. As you can see, I am in last place in my division, although we are just under 500. And we are a game behind Federal Way, and we're 2 games behind Caseville. But after that, I mean, the Desert Dogs and Endwell are just running away with it. So, I mean, I don't think any of the other 3 of us below that are going to have a real good shot at getting into the playoff picture. Now, the way I'm going to, I'll explain the playoff picture again. These top 2 divisions are one league, and the top 4 teams from each league make the playoffs. So right now that is Hawaii and Bobtown and Enwell and Desert Dogs on our side of the league. On the other side of the league right now, that is New York and Kremlin and Cleveland and West Hills. So that's where we are, quarter of the way in. So let me take a look at, we're going to take a look at my team first. And there's our statistics: 19-22, home record 8-6, road record 11-16. We need to be better on the road, obviously. Versus lefties, we're 5-5. Versus righties, we're 14-17, which shouldn't come as any shock. That's the par for the course. And so here are our statistics so far. Eugenio Suarez is having way better a season than his card. So I expect that to regress to the mean soon. Because he has just really he's been going off. 11 home runs in 162 at-bats. And Rooker is doing well. 11 home runs, 3 triples, 7 doubles. But with the card he had, you would expect that. With Eugenio Suarez, you don't expect it. Springer is doing better than expected. 286. The card, last year, Springer had a bad season. Now, he's off to a great start this year, which is encouraging for me. But last year's card, he's overplaying this card. So that's also something to be on the lookout for. Now, someone who's underplaying his card is Bryce Harper, hitting 210 for me and only 4 home runs. He does have 14 doubles. That's nice. But, you know, and let's see what he's doing statistically for on-base percentage. OPS is 655, which is not really that good. His on-base percentage is only 279. So he has some work to do. So let's go back to the primary statistics and the players. So we're hitting 236 as a team. You're not really going to make a lot of hay doing that. 48 home runs in 41 games, which is just, it's okay. It's not great. So now we also have some pitchers who are overperforming and some who are underperforming their cards. In the overperforming arena, we have Hogan Harris, 162 earned run average for me, 16 and 2/3 innings, only 10 hits and 8 walks with no home runs allowed. He has been he's been quite a find. And this is I've done several sims of the season prior to our season starting, and I've played a guy that's in the league, and it's always like this. Harris is always pretty good. I have no explanation why, because he had like a 142 whip. But I'm going to keep throwing him out there if he keeps pitching well. Now, in the vein of guys who are really underperforming is Tyler Anderson with a 560 earned run average and a 2-4 record, and Luis Castillo with a 5.74 ERA and a 1-2 record. That is unacceptable. Hopefully they turn it around, just like Harper. Hopefully Harper turns it around. If those guys turn it around, this team can actually, I don't want to say we'll make the playoffs, because I think that, I think that horse has left the barn. But we could be, over 500 team, I think, is not something that's out of the ordinary. So go back to league statistics, and let's take a look at Hawaii, who is leading their division. So let's see, where are they? They're right here. And let's see some of the guys he's got that are doing well. He's 24-14, 10-8 at home, 14-6 on the road. So he's really, really good on the road. Let's take a look at the primary statistics for his team. You got Wagner, who is hitting 356. Now, see, again, we have players that are overperforming their cards. And some of these players will get to the end of the season overperforming their cards. But usually it goes back to them, it regresses to the mean. So you got NATO, shortstop. He's hitting 326. Again, overperforming his card. Larnach, I'm pretty sure, is overperforming his card. Castellanos, overperforming his card a little bit. I mean, for home runs, he probably could have another 1 or 2 home runs. But for what he's hitting. So now Julio Rodriguez, well, no, that's good. Yeah, 280. I mean, I was thinking he's all the way down here, but I mean, all the way down here is 280. That's crazy. So yeah, as a team, he's hitting 288, and he has 67 homers, which is crazy. And he has a 3.57 team ERA, which is also very helpful. So he's got Kirby with a 242 earned run average, 5-2 record. He's got Houck at 309 with a 5-2 record. I'm not going to harp too much on the relievers, because, I mean, even I have a great bullpen. So there you go. I mean, Senga maybe is underperforming his card with a 540 earned run average, but, yeah. So that's Hawaii. Behind them is Bobtown. So let's take a look at Bobtown. He is 21-17, 9-5 at home, 12-12 on the road. So you might want to, try to play a little better on the road. Now, Ref Snyder was a guy that he went out and got a couple weeks ago from a guy who had him and was not going to go anywhere, which is the commissioner. So Ref Snyder hitting 310. That's not really overperforming his card, though. Let's be clear. Ref Snyder had a good card, a good year. Altuve hitting 340 with 4 home runs. I guess that's Justin Turner hitting 281. Lindor is hitting 232, but has 6 home runs, 11 doubles, and a triple for him. And he traded Rushman. Now, this was a good deal, I think, for him. He traded Rushman for Cal Raleigh, and some picks were involved. But Cal Raleigh has gotten off to a scalding hot start, as far as home runs, at least, in the real league. So that's a good guy he's going to have next year. Now, Rushman has fallen off precipitously throughout his career as far as his offense goes. Still a good catcher, but his offense has been slipping constantly since after his rookie year. So the pitching, though, for him, 3.32 team ERA, and only 3 guys over 5. So yeah, I mean, and I think he traded Garrett Cole, so he doesn't have him anymore. But I think he still has Pepio, 203 earned run average, Steele with a 236, Scott, relief pitcher, Kickering. So there you go. There's Bobtown. You've had a chance to look at his team and his statistics. So the next one we're going to look at is the leader of my division, and that is the Endwell Bird Dogs. And I'm going to try to go a little quicker through this. He's 26-14, 15-5 at home, 11-9 on the road. So he does have, I guess, a little chink in the armor there when he plays on the road. Hitting 255 as a team with 53 home runs in 40 games. Again, you guys be my guest. Take a look at the stats as I have them up on the board, because I'm not going to talk about every player. Guerrero is hitting 340 for him with 4 home runs, 8 doubles. Brian Hayes is hitting 303. So, and then Green at 274 with 9 home runs. He has a 293 team ERA too. So, I mean, it's a double jeopardy here. Well, 255 is okay for a batting average, for a team batting average. But 293 in our league, that is stupendous. He only has 1 pitcher over a 5 ERA, and that's Lance Lynn. So, yeah, there you go with that. So, and then we'll take a look at the team right behind him is the Desert Dogs. We'll take a look really quick. He's 26-15, 17-10 at home, 9-5 on the road. Got Grichuk hitting 371 for him in 70 at bats, so that's not insignificant. Robles is hitting 352. Now, Robles did have a good year. Caratini is hitting 333. Now, he had a good year too, but he's not a full year guy. Although I don't know in our league, maybe he is. But and he has a 331 team ERA with a 250 team batting average. So that's good. That's a nice combination to have. And he doesn't have any pitchers with a 5 or worse earned run average, which is very good. Because in these leagues, in these mixed leagues where you only have 20 teams from an original 30-team league, pitchers tend to do a lot worse. So now we're going to take a look at the other league, New York Knights, and we'll take a look at the New York Knights and Kremlin, and then Cleveland. So the New York Knights, they're leading their division. They have Aaron Judge on their team, so let's see what Judge is doing. Judge is hitting 362 with 12 home runs. Not something you would not expect. It's, to be expected. Mullins is hitting 258, but with 8 home runs. 9 home runs for Alonso. He has Pete Alonso as well. Glad I'm not in this guy's league. I mean, I do play him, but not as much as the teams in my league, or on my side of the league, if you want to look at it that way. So he's hitting 239 as a team, but with 56 home runs in 40 games. Has a 3.93 team ERA, which is pretty good. Anything under 4 is good in a mixed league like this. So there's the guys that he's got and what they're doing. You got Zach Wheeler with a 284 earned run average. So now let's take a look at the Kremlin Gremlins. There we go. This is the team right behind New York. Hitting 239 as a team as well, but with only 45 home runs in 41 games. And a 3.01 team ERA. He has Alec Burleson hitting 293 with 4 homers. Westberg at 3.02, nothing that wouldn't be expected along those lines. Let's see. Yeah, you got Francis with a 273 earned run average, Cease with a 3 earned run average, Bradley with a 4 earned run average. And now let's look at the other division, Cleveland, and he is the one that's leading the other division on the other side of the league. Bobby Witt Jr. is hitting 419 with 10 home runs. He's hitting 258 as a team with 39 home runs in 41 games. So he's a little lacking in the home run department. But, I mean, that's good enough for him to lead his division right now. And then you have a 3.61 team ERA for him. And, yeah. And now there was something else I wanted to look at. I wanted to look at back on Hawaii. Garver is hitting 0.32. Garver, before this week, had been 0 for 27. 27 at bats, no hits. But now it looks like he's kicking it into high with a hit. He has now 1 hit in 31 at bats for an 0.32 batting average. So anyway, that is a look at our league so far. What do you guys think? What comments do you have? I don't plan to make any trades because the guys that I have that are good, trading them would just be like for draft picks. I would just have to use the draft pick to replace them. And maybe not get much else other than that. So anyway, that's where we are. Leave a comment. Let me know. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And that is it for me, Sportsman Z, Bob Zolke, signing off.